But overall, a good start because I like purple. Oh, it's a, oh, okay. The next items are so f***ing cute. Oh my god, lol. I was completely wrong. Hi my angels, welcome back to another video. My name is Ro and today I'm taking a revision break in order to unbox the Fairy Loot for May. May's Fairy Loot. What was May's Illumicrate? May's Illumicrate was Book of Night. Fairy Loot's adult book was Book of Night. So Fairy Loot's YA book, I am struggling to remember. I feel like it's something I've not really heard of, and I don't know if this is the box that has 2 books in it, but I think it might actually be, no, I think next month, June, is the box with 2 books in it. Struggling to remember what this one is, but we're gonna just dive right in because I don't be having time to fuck around these days. My exams are in 1 week. So this theme is Cloak and Dagger, and I've just seen a spoiler. There is a red rising item in here. Very first thing, Celestial Kingdom's mug. I have so many mugs. I have so many mugs. I do not need another mug, but it's probably going to be good anyway. Okay, on the outside it says, warning, to avoid danger of suffocation, keep this bag away from babies and children. This bag is not a toy. Oh, this is beautiful. I think this might be Daughter of the Moon Goddess. And they've been doing a similar thing with their mugs. Now, I've only got 2 of them as of now, but the other one I have, I think I will get it for you. Oh, where is it? Oh, it's up there. So the first one that they did, or, you know, the first one that I've got that they did was the Bear and the Nightingale, the Winter Night trilogy. So this was the initial one. Obviously beautiful, and there's like a little snowflake in the bottom and there's like a coloured inside. So it seems like they are following this kind of, I don't know what the word is for it, but they're following this art style and like style of mug. So this is the mug. So we have one man, lady, and then another man. The inside is lilac, which I love. I don't know if it's quite obvious on camera. And then we do have a little moon and clouds, which I think is so cute. I love that. It's not quite central, it feels, actually, but not the end of the world. This has got to be Daughter of the Moon Goddess. It's got a moon in it. And obviously there is a, oh, and she's holding a bow. Yeah, definitely is Daughter of the Moon Goddess. Daughter of the Moon Goddess I actually finished recently because it was one of my Patreon picks for the book club. And I think I ended up giving it a 3. It wasn't like my favourite, but it wasn't like really bad. 3 is still quite a good rating for me. It was definitely a solid book. I would like to continue and see if it develops something further. But I'm actually quite pleased to have this because it's very pretty. And it actually kind of matches the colour scheme of the version of it they did. So they did change the colours to like purpley, like navy. So this is like nice to go along with that. I'm quite happy with that. And the box is quite nice as well. That's the back. The box is quite nice. I'll probably keep the box in case I do fancy selling the mug. If I get a mug that's from a fandom that I'm absolutely in love with, I usually don't keep the box because I'm highly unlikely to sell it. But if it's something that I'm like a little bit on the fence of, like I did like it, but if I had mugs from other things that I'd rather keep, I'd probably sell this kind of thing first. So I'll probably keep the box for that. But overall, a good start because I like purple and I like mugs and I like the artwork. So, you know, we're off to a good start. Always with the fucking shit. Oh, we have a scrunchie. Oh, we have 2 scrunchies. Okay. You're absolutely stunning. No. Oh, it's a you're an absolutely stunning and murderous little creature. Yes, okay, so this is from Blood and Ash. These are from Blood and Ash Scrunchies. So the first one has that quote on, which is kind of hard to read and kind of hard to see. So sometimes I do feel like, what's the point in the quote being on it? And then on the other one, there's like daggers and roses. And it's kind of like the opposite colour. I actually have a scrunchie in my hair right now. I never used to wear scrunchies, but they've grown on me. I'm actually quite pleased with this. In fact, I'm definitely pleased with this because I'm never going to say no to a scrunchie. And I do like the white one. I don't know how I feel about the dark one. I don't know how that would look in my hair or if it would like suit me. I'm in a more of like summery vibe recently. I mean, it is summer, so. Quality wise, I would say the fabric doesn't feel the most, like, it's kind of silky. They're quite tight. They're tight on my wrist. I feel like if I had one on my wrist for too long, it would be bad. This one's a little bit looser. This one is from Etsy, from Wild Fox by Rowan, actually, if anyone hasn't heard of them. They did my Spider-Man top as well. So quality-wise, maybe not the best. Quite a thin material, which I guess scrunchies are anyway, but quite a cheap feeling material, let's say. The threads don't look, you know, the most, I don't know what the word is, the most good. They're okay. I like the idea. They are a bit tight though, which obviously you don't want it to come out of your hair, but you don't want it to be really obvious on your wrist. Okay, one of them on my wrist isn't too bad. Let me try the other. Okay, this one is definitely tighter than that one. Maybe I can just like stretch them out a bit and it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, this box is going well. What do we have? Is there anything in here? Oh, it's a tea strainer. Oh my gosh, we haven't had a tea strainer for ages. Oh, it's a, oh, okay, okay, okay. So, we have a tea strainer. Oh my god, you can see my face. We have a tea strainer and it says, neither here nor there, but long ago, The Stardust Thief by Chelsea Abdullah, which reminds me that is the book for this month. So for some of the months this year, they've been putting in items that match up with the book. So in January, they had a bookmark. In February, they had, what are the bookends? In March, I think there was something for The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea. I'm pretty sure there was. And then April didn't have one. March either did or didn't have one, I don't remember, but April definitely didn't. But now it seems like they've come back to it with May. Maybe they just weren't able to make anything in those 2 months, or maybe it was just April, but I am never going to use this. Do you know how few people actually like drink loose leaf tea? The answer is not many. The thing is like, it's okay, like when you first think of it, it's like, oh my god, that's such a good idea. But like realistically, how many people are using this? The engraving also, I wouldn't say is that great. The wood is not great quality. There are cutouts there and there is the engraving there as well. That's the entire engraving. Honestly, not my favorite. Not my favorite thing to have. In fact, I will probably not keep this. I mean, theoretically, I could put this on my shelf in front of something, but like the tea strainer bit, useless to me. Absolutely useless to me. Realistically, like, tell me in the comments if you drink loose leaf tea, and if you don't, and you'll get in this box, like, what are you going to do with this? Like, please let me know. Okay, sorry, I'm looking down and I've just seen what's in the box. Right, this is so weird, because we were literally saying the other day about how we don't have a bottle opener. And now I have a Red Rising bottle opener that's come off the card. Oh my god, that's so sick! Audentes Fortuna Juvat. So this is my brand new Red Rising bottle opener. You can take someone's eye out with that. I think my scythe one is a bottle opener. I think this is from Illumicrate as well. This is my scythe. I'm pretty sure this part can open bottles. It looks like they match up, like the shape, you know? So I think I actually do have a bottle opener, but I didn't realise. And now I have a Red Rising one too. I don't actually drink a lot of bottled drinks, but we had friends around the other day and we realised we didn't have any bottle openers and we were like, oh, oopsie. I don't know whether I want to keep this on my Red Rising shelf. Ooh, we do have Jordan's Red Rising books out in the lounge, so I could probably put this like that way up, like leaning in front of the books. I think that would be good to have it there, and then we can use it as a bottle opener if we need to, because it's in the lounge / kitchen. Also, I'm probably going to keep this because I like the artwork. Keep it as like a memento, I don't know. Okay, I'm actually pleased with the items. How many items have we done? Mug, scrunchie, bottle opener, tea strainer. That's 4 items. Now, yeah, I know that Illumicrate have got 1 item less from 5, but I don't see another one from FAIRYLOOT. Oh, sorry. FAIRYLOOT, in fact, probably still have technically 2 more items, but they are both paper items, but I'm not complaining. The next items are so fucking cute. Oh my god, I love these. So this is the next in their Mythology series of bookmarks, and here is the first one. How cute is that? That's a nine-tailed fox. It must be. It must be a nine-tailed fox from, I think that's from Korean mythology, because gumiho is from Korean. But I think there are different type of like fox kitsunes in Japanese culture as well. That's me knowing from like Inuyasha. But I'm pretty sure the nine-tailed fox specifically is from Korean mythology. And then we have what looks like Loki, maybe? So that could be Loki. He's got like the horns. I know that's like kind of, I'm going off like the Marvel design, but I'm pretty sure that obviously the Marvel design, the superhero design is based off actual like mythology anyway. As I know that, but like the actual like horns and things. So I'm pretty sure that's Loki. So that's Norse and this is Korean. So I'd be very interested. Obviously I will read the spoiler card, don't worry. I will read the spoiler card. And I'm very interested in that because the very first two that we got were Greek mythology. In fact, I'll show you them now. So the first two we got were Hades and Persephone from Greek mythology. So these are the first two we got. Love the foiling on them. Again though, the foiling on these, beautiful. Let me just get them back up again for you because showing that foiling off, the red isn't showing as great on the nine-tailed fox, but the green you can see they're shining. Oh my gosh, I love these. I love these so much. I was really worried they were gonna go all Greek. And I was just like, I'm done. I'm over it. I'm over Greek mythology. Yes, I love it. And yes, Percy Jackson, we stan. And like Greek mythology in general, I really, really love. But I think it's so overdone these days. I'm loving, loving, loving seeing more types of mythology, especially in Asian mythology. Obviously, it's my weakness. Even in books, but not just books, like just general mythology like these. So happy. And then also we have the new tarot cards. This is part of the new Celestial set. Previously we have had some from Daughter of the Moon Goddess and some from something else and I can't remember what it is. So I'm trying to figure out who these people are. I think they might be Bryce, possibly from, oh no, is it from Blood and Ash? It's either from Blood and Ash or it could be, it's not even focusing. Ooh.
Finally awake.
That I aggressively tapped my screen then. So this lady, red hair to me signals either Bryce from House of Earth and Blood or Poppy from Blood and Ash. The fringe makes me think it might be Poppy and the outfit. And then we do have one with men, which I thought might be like Hunt and Dorian possibly. But then Hunt to me is like much like bulkier than that. But then, you know, fan art isn't always like super, I mean, everyone has a different idea or something in their head, like despite the description, and like fan art isn't always like exactly the same as the descriptions either. So they also have elf ears, but I'm I don't want to, I'm pretty sure they do in from Blood and Ash, but we're going to check. We're going to have a look. So yes, Red Rising Bot knew that. Stardust, yeah, we knew that. Blood and Ash Scrunchies knew that. Daughter of the Moon Goddess mug, we knew that. Foiled Mythology bookmarks. Loki and Kumiho, who are numbers 3 and 4 in the collection. Yes, so I was right about Loki, and it is Kumiho is the specific goddess that is being portrayed there. So the book that I have on my shelves is Gumiho with a G, but I assume that's either a mutation or a different kind of, they're not trying to say it's that exact goddess, but it is a type of nine-tailed fox possibly. Someone please let me know in the comments if you do know. I will probably look it up after this anyway, but I would be interested to know if you do know why the goddess is called Kumiho and the book is called Gumiho. Please let me know. So the tarot cards, oh my god, lol. I was completely wrong. So these are from These Hollow Vows, which I have not read. I skipped that box last year from FAIRYLOOT. I feel like I would probably like it, but it's just, it wasn't enough. I think it was the book in combination with the fandoms for the items last year. I felt it was not worth my time because I didn't like any of the fandoms. The book just seemed like generic Fae book to me, which I would like, if I'm in the mood for a Fae book, I'll probably go and read These Hollow Vows. I think I got it for 99p on Kindle like a couple months ago, so I'll probably go and read it if I'm like in the mood for a Fae book. But in terms of like pushing the bar out or doing something new, the synopsis to me didn't really sound like that. However, the artwork on these, obviously, is gorgeous. So I'm not going to complain. I'm happy to be collecting tarot cards again from newer fandoms as well, because we did have a lot of the older fandoms in the original tarot card deck, of which I am missing quite a few because I skipped boxes. I was off for like 6 months because I had no money when I was a student, things like that. I know they are thinking about maybe putting some stuff up in the store, but I'm pretty sure the Harry Potter ones won't go up because... And also, I think because Leigh Bardugo, because Shadow and Bone is now like licensed and stuff, they can't have the old ones of those either. I'm actually only missing Kaz and Inej from that series, but I'm going on a tangent right now. Honestly, this box, I'm actually quite surprised. I'm actually quite happy. The only thing I don't like is the tea strainer, and I'm gonna hope now, oh my god. All right, okay, I'm gonna hope now that there are stenciled edges, because I really do hope that there are stenciled edges, because the reason I'm laughing will become clear. Let me just, there's no stenciled edges. I'm gonna scream. Why? I'm sure you can see already that it's purple. So there is just a lavender edge. The bottom of mine is a bit scuffed, but it happens with a plain spread edge. Honestly, it's not the end of the world. Plain lavender edge. But obviously a change in colour. The original one is here. I will get George to show it for you. And the Waterstones edition has an orange edge to match the kind of original cover. You can see all of the purple around here is different, and obviously the edges are different. I'm so excited for this book. Okay, so this I think was on my most anticipated for the year. I'm just gonna have a look at the end papers and underneath, obviously. So we'll just take the whole dust jacket off. Let's do that. So here we have underneath the dust jacket. I don't think it's very obvious on camera. You can kind of see it. So directly in the middle, if you look here, when I do that, you can kind of see when the light's not on it. It's faded. The lettering, the foiling is very faded. It's kind of as if it's been rubbed off. Obviously, the whole thing is still there, but like the effect isn't quite there because of the rubbing. And then on the back, it does have a little quote in the foil as well, which I do like. I do like the touch of adding something on the back as well, not just having like something on the front. And then the side then is just kind of a normal foiling. So let's show the end papers. Here is the first one. I'm loving the colour scheme of the purples and the pinks. And there's likely to be a different one. Yes, there is. And then a different one here. Love it. It looks a bit like Rosie Thorne's art, so I'm going to probably check the spoiler card again. But I like the art and how it's kind of all colour, if that makes sense. Like there's no outlines. It's all coloured straight in, almost. I do like that style. I do have to admit, I think I prefer the style of other artists that they've used, kind of more like this. This is ARZ, I think it's 58. I'll double check, but more realistic style, I think, works for these, for me, personally. These look a little bit cartoony, a little bit young then. I know it's YA. Let's like keep that on track. And also whenever I see 3 people, 1 woman, 2 men, I'm always like, oh my god, polyamory? And then it never happens because I'm stupid. So it's probably a love triangle. But I've heard really good things about this. I'm actually really excited. It is signed. It's published by Orbit, which makes me think that it's more of an adult crossover, possibly. Oh, we have a map as well. How cool. And then at the start, there's like the tale of the djinn. I think there's, yeah, so there's a couple of, I think there's 3 perspectives. I assume probably from the 3 people in the back. I'm happy with this. Honestly, I think the embellishments for FAIRYLOOT for me are good enough sometimes that a block sprayed edge for me does suit it, especially with this kind of cover. I feel like with this kind of cover, because it's, I can't quite articulate what it is about it that makes a block sprayed edge suit it. I think because there's not like a super kind of established pattern or established kind of thing, other than smoke, which I think would have looked cool down the edge. I'm actually not too, you know, fussed about this block sprayed edge. But overall, in general, you guys know I'm quite fussy about it, only because we pay a lot of money for these editions compared to, say, a Waterstones edition. And on the shelf, this isn't going to look too different just facing out the way I do on my shelves. However, obviously it's purple, so it is a completely different colour to like the Waterstones edition. And obviously we do have the end papers. That's kind of it. So the end papers, and we do have underneath the dust jacket. So it's difficult, right? Because I like knowing that I've got something that is really nice. But also I want to show it off to people when they come round or etc. But let's be honest, most of the time, what I do show off in general is on camera to you guys. So I'm probably always going to show you the underneath and everything. So I think I'm starting to shy away from being too critical of like the block sprayed edge when they do have so many other embellishments. That's the caveat. If they do have a nice end paper, which honestly I'm not a huge fan of this artwork. It's signed and they have something underneath. So I'm not super unhappy with this, is what I'm going to say. I wouldn't say I'm super happy, but I'm not super unhappy. I'm somewhere in the middle, slightly more towards positive. And that's as much as you're going to get from me. Let me just double check the artists. So it's a story inspired by stories from 1001 Nights. It follows a legendary smuggler, a cowardly prince, and a dangerous quest across the desert to find a legendary mythical lamp, like an Aladdin. Your FAIRYLOOT edition has an exclusive cover sprayed edges foil on the front and back. So the foil design was done by Art by Emmeline. Artwork on the end papers was by Joca, which is Jhoca, and it is signed by the author. Oh, and the character art on the other side of the author letter is by Art by Emmeline as well. Again, though, I'm not a super big fan of like the more cartoony styles. I'm not quite sure why. I much prefer the more realistic styles, such as the Only a Monster end papers. I love those. Painted, but in a more realistic style. That's personally what I prefer. But the artwork is good. I'm not going to say it's bad. It's very well done, like very well drawn, but it falls a bit flat for me. So that's it. So we do get the bookmark as well with it, which matches that. And you do get the fairy scoop, which I never read. I don't think I have ever done in 5 years read this, but it's got an interview with the author. So that is it, everyone. How did we feel about this box? Let me know in the comments. Favorite of the box, favorite thing of the box. Honestly, a lot of it's good. A lot of it's good. I'd say the tea strainer is my least favourite, and I think actually the bookmarks might actually be my favourite. Although I fucking love Red Rising, I don't use bottles, but this will be good for displaying and using when people come over. Obviously, again, a beautiful mug, but the fandom not quite there for me. But these bookmarks, man, they are the shit. I'm very happy to be collecting this collection of bookmarks. I'm very happy, let me tell you. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like below. Make sure you subscribe so you get all the future content from me in your inbox. All of my links are in the description, including my Patreon. And if you don't know what goes on my Patreon, this is what you're missing out on. Actually, I wanted to ask you guys, would you rather just go through until 8 PM? Because we'd have to stop at 8. But then I could get another link up and then keep going. Or do you want to take a break and stop at 5 and then start again at like 7 or something? It doesn't make much difference to you guys, but it makes the difference to me. So maybe I will choose myself. Speaking of my Patreon, I want to give a huge shout out to everyone at my deities here. So that is Becca, Meg, Rachel, Lisa, Lydia, Mercy, Sarah, Tori, Liv, Adinda, Celeste, Britt, Marlies, Kay, Lauren, Kate, Kendra, Ashley, Hannah, William, Chris, Andy, Frog, Lynn, Amy, Jenny, Hattie, Katie, Aushlig, and Chloe. Thank you guys so much for all your support, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!